glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense as they take control of the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw, man, so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know.
But, and he's got room. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one and one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Corner's going to give them room. Drops back. It's Cherry. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Out wide left, it's shot. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation.
There he goes. And he's just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
You're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this good?
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Indiana.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Bryce Underwood. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
He breaks a tackle. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll run it. Pulled to the ground.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Offense in an empty set. Underwood from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's third down. You got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterflies.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football and then also do damage after the catch? You see so many athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He'll take it himself. Stop right there.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down. Off-play action. That's reeled in. It's shot. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a... On third and long, try to convert through the air. Under pressure. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes a grab right down the middle. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Underwood. Buys time to his left. Left side is Marsh. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Hansen. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Moves the pocket. It's Underwood. Rush right in his face. Caught. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires to the middle. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Hand it to the back. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Release to the back. He's got it. First down and more. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quick give. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to it. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Right side, it's Becker. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. In the backfield, it's Buchanan. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Look out! Takes a hit as he fires. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Making the adjustment on the play. Give to the back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, and I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a fourth down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
The give on 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
You got to give this offense a ton of credit because they've stepped up big in critical situations. That's the 3rd time in the game on 4th down they get the first by running it.
He leaves it with the back. He's past the sticks. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top... the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the left. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Here's Underwood. They're all over it. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with the touchdown.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Using his legs, it's Martin. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Inside the 50. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Dude, 99 yards on 1 carry. He almost broke the 100-yard mark on 1 stinking carry. Nice job. You can see the speed. Nobody can catch him. What a big run.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to...
Intercepted, and the defense will set him up.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Defense showing blitz here. Sets his feet. It's Cherry. Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Richard. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space. The band might as well start playing.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
From deep, it's Stewart. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said, oh,
going to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Play action with Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Underwood to throw. On the move. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Under pressure. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 48. A pickup of 10 on the play. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. The attempt is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Stepping to the right, throwing on the run, makes the grab on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires to the wideout, and he gets rid of it.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Underwood in the gun on third down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll need a bunch on second down. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Out wide left, it's Shot. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Hoosiers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Burrowing for yardage. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground, he's got it again. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Play action on first down. Right side, it's Richard. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. 2nd and long here. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to...
Got enough space! Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 7.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll move the tight end. Might as well run him again. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Rush is on. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes the grab on the big throw. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue win.
They go play action. Bryce Underwood fires left. Got him downfield. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing, Underwood. Looking left. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Grabs it in the middle. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game.
31, Michigan 22.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say we have got to turn it up right now to see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The run inside. It's Richard. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, it's Richard. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Season alley. Got the first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the Hoosiers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to pass. It's Cherry. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Tough run here. It's Pritchard. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass-happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Trying to pound their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Indiana! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them.
Number 15, set to kick this one.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll run the counter. There he goes. The 50. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Underwood into the end zone for the two-point conversion. They're down just 8.
Indiana, 38. Michigan, 30.
And he's going to try to return this one. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Now on first down from the 30. keeps it himself. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out wide right, it's Becker. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Cherry. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hoosiers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what...
Makes the grab in their space. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's changing the play. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Fourth down, Underwood. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his...
Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Escapes the pressure going right. Another incompletion on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Again, it's Underwood. And he avoids the sack.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Snags it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over.
Looking for a big play. And it's picked off for the fourth time today.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff again. And he's brought down after a short gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. So here comes the Michigan offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Time to take a shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Hits inside, it's Richard.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Runs through the tackle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room.